Hi, this exercise called Exercise 1 Basic Structure Layout is going to be done on your own. And it's going to be based on using the notes that we did or that we looked at on Wednesday. So if you forget, you can go ahead and click on this link. It should take you right to our notes. Here are our notes. It talks about the structural elements of layout for our HTML. And currently we're just using header, nav, main, and footer. And the header basically has what you would typically see using like something like a H1 or a banner to introduce your website. The nav is generally where you have navigation bars like such as links. The main area is the main part of your page. And then the footer is the ending of your page. And generally speaking, it can have copyright information, links that are duplicate to the navigation bar, but just not as styled, or anything else that the designer wants to give a lasting impression. Okay, so I'm going to go back. If you can keep continuing for some examples here. I'm going to go back to our assignment. In this assignment, you are going to download the file for Structure Element Zip. And in that file, it's a basic template. Your goal is to add structure elements, the header, the nav, the main, and the footer. Your goal is to add your name and copyright within the footer. And to add an image, I've already given you an image in the folder. And then the CSS, you're going to add background colors. You're going to add size, such as width, to those elements. You're going to add borders, and you're going to also include padding and margins to each of those elements. So your final product should look something similar, if not exact, to this. You do not need to use the exact same colors as I do, but I do expect you to use coordinating colors. So for example, like this border, there's a darker border around this main area. So you notice they're similar in color. All right, so this was the before. So that's going to be the file that you get. And that's going to be what it should look similarly to after. I'm going to be pretty picky about things for this assignment. So I'm expecting some margin work. So you notice that there's margins here and here. That would be like margin left auto and margin right auto. You'll notice that there's margin work here, so it's not right next to each other. There's padding inside this border, so you'll notice that it's not right at the very edge of this light pink, but it's actually in the center, and you could use text align for that. And then same with here, there's some padding around. So remember, padding's inside the box, margins are outside of the border. So you will have 2 days to replicate this. It should be very, very, very similar to this. So you're going to have to really do some trial and error with your margin and padding work, as well as your width size. Now the width size doesn't have to be exact, but it should be very similar. So use your eye, look at the distance, and take your time. Good luck, and if you have any questions, you can always email me.